This is not the way I remember going, so hopefully it's not a real rough way in, but if it is, well, we'll figure it out. Well, here we are, the last little bit of stretch of call it road that we need to get through to get to where the logs are. Real steep, real sharp. See the view. Got a few logs there to mill up. All right, got the mill set up, got everything staged. The customer's got to do a little work. Well, there we are. A lot of those are kind of stressed out. They're bent. So you can see this guy here, it's got a hook to it. Whew, it's 26 degrees, maybe even a little cooler right here. So pretty chilly. Okay, well, I'm waiting on the customer. Having checked the alignment, it was good. And then I replaced another bearing. And I checked the alignment again, and I thought it looked pretty good. But driving out here, bouncing around, I thought I'm gonna check it once more. It was actually out about 1/16 of an inch. So what I'm gonna show you is how I adjusted that, and I do that in the field. So first of all, this bolt, this nut here, which goes to a bolt down here, that adjusts the tilt of the bearing so that it rides evenly on the bottom rail like this one. It should ride along the middle of the bottom rail. These two bolts here, there's a nut and a stud, really. Those are how you adjust the tilt of the head, the alignment, we call the alignment. So this side of the head should actually be 1/16 of an inch higher than this side. So it kind of aims down like this. And that's because when you engage the clutch and it digs into a piece of wood, and this can flex a little bit, and so it'll flex down about 1/16 of an inch. That gives you a flat cut across the top. So to get that, you have to adjust these bolts here, or these nuts here. Put a 4-foot level across two of the middle rails. The easiest ones to use are these two rails here. So I'll put a 4-foot level across these two rails, and then I'll take a 18-inch machinist ruler, and I'll check from an up tilted tooth. So you want to make sure that when you are checking your alignment, you're using that up tooth. Otherwise your measurement's going to be off a little bit. And I can actually run this down since I'm waiting for the customer. I move it so that the band is kind of in the middle of those two rails. And then I take it and I run that down to 12 inches. And then I take my 4-foot level and I place that on the rails so that I've got a nice flat surface. So we go to the up tooth and we check at that up tooth. Now you have to kind of make sure that you can get to it, like so. Now if I look at this one here, it's a 1/16 under, 10 3/4. I get over here and I look for another up tooth, and I've got one right on the edge here, and I go here. Uh-oh, these are really whacked out now. Let's have a look here. So this one here, and you got to be careful. You got to get that rule just right. So this one is a 1/16 over 9.5. All right. So again, I have to drop the back of the head down to 1/16 of an inch. So what I've got to do is I'm going to loosen this guy just a hair, a quarter turn. I'm going to loosen that a quarter turn or so, and then I'm going to tighten up these guys here. Here we go. So now tighten these, pushing them this way, loosen those, so shift the whole thing like this. Now I check, That bearing's not even touching the rail, see? I can move it without touching the rail at all. Now that may mean I need to adjust the back one. See what that did. That is still a 16th, which tells me that that front bearing may be the one I need to adjust. Let's see, yeah, see we are, I didn't change things at all. This is one of the challenges of doing an alignment in the field. You might have to mess around for a while, so let me get under here again. I'm going to tighten this up. See what happens. Alright, now we are at 9 5/8. Wow, perfect. Maybe. We are 16th off. 9 5/8. Just under 8.5. Well, we're at 8th under here. I will tell you, this is the finicky. This is the most finicky part of an alignment, is getting this right. So I'm at 8.5 on this side and 8 3/8 on the other side. So now I need to lower this slightly, but you've got to learn to do very small increments at a time. And that gets me 1/16 under 8.5 inches. Come over here, and we are at 8.5 inches on the nose, which means the band is tilted up. Run this end up just a hair. That's actually a little lower. I don't want lower. A couple turns on the top one. Actually drove me way down. I do this every time. I have to think about, okay, what am I doing here? Which direction do I gotta go? And that puts me, just past the 16th under, so we are maybe a 64th dip. So the big line is 8.5. We come here and we are barely over that line there. So that's a pretty good alignment, especially in the field. Now, what we have to do is tighten the jam nuts up. Them jam nuts tight so that doesn't change. Okay, and then we check again, because when you do that you could be messing stuff up again. We're really close to that 16th. We're just over that 16th, and we're right on that 16th here. So you've got to take that guy from over here, pull this off, set it in the gullet there. Okay, take a reading. So now I'm going to have to adjust this side, otherwise we've got a twist in here, and you might as well just back those nuts right out of your way, because you're going to mess around a lot with it. And then I will start turning these, and the book will tell you which direction to turn them to move it. So now we're at 8 3/8. I'll check this side. We are at 8 3/8. Okay, fun. So far, so good. I've got a 1/16 of an inch this way. I'm even across here. Okay, boys, we're gonna have a chat. Talk safety.
Okay.
See how the mill operation runs.
Okay.
Kind of playing things a little bit.
Okay.
So everybody understands and nobody gets hurt.
All right.
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna put my earplugs in, and we're gonna get going. We'll put that 3.5 inch up. Hey, thanks for watching. And as they say, don't forget to smash that like button. Thanks for watching. Old Jarhead out.